I feel like you've got a good relationship with somebody. I'm not talking about romantic. I'm talking about any sort of relationship.
Yeah.
Friendship, family, romantic. You've got a good relationship with somebody when you can depend on them and there's not a scorecard.
That's so true.
No, I feel like it's like, and I don't know. It's not even for me about like there's only a small amount of people that I'd ever do that for. I feel like I've had relationships with people that are not like super close, but I know like if I needed something, they got my back, and if they needed something, I got their back. And again, there wouldn't be a scorecard. There wouldn't be like, I did this and this and this for you, and you only did that and that and that for me. You know what I mean?
And have you ever had someone come back to you and do that?
Do that to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And it makes me think like,
don't you feel shitty about it?
I feel shitty about it. It makes me want to run away from that relationship.
Exactly.
I'm just like, all right, I'm done with this.
I totally agree.
Because I feel
totally
like,
agree.
I don't know. And I'm not saying I'm saying maybe sometimes I don't reciprocate enough. But it just feels so weird when somebody makes you feel like that. Like I've done so much for you and you haven't done nearly enough for me. And even if that's true, it kind of ruins the relationship at that point.
That's true.
And
to be honest, I'm sorry to cut you off, but there is a point where I've reached that point in a relationship with a person, and I was like, I've done more for this person than they've done for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I've learned, or I've noticed in myself that I get a little like snippy at them, and usually I'll try to find a way just like to either remove myself from that situation entirely, like immediately, like just kind of shut or ghost them or some way, just so I can feel comfortable in myself, knowing that even though I haven't given them something, or they haven't given me something in return, I'm still okay, and I can get back into that relationship knowing that I'm okay with myself.
Yeah.
But I've definitely learned to be like, I need to remove myself from a situation when I know I feel like I'm putting something more into it, because I'm like I hate confrontation.
Yeah, me too.
I hate confrontation, and I know that when I depend on someone and or they depend on me, or if it's like a codependent situation and it's not being reciprocated in the right way, it can get snippy. It can get bad. So I've always learned just like, all right, like that's why I love being alone at times, because I know I need to reload.
Well, I don't think that's healthy to solve that just by being alone.
I never felt that it was healthy.
Yeah.
But I just know that I feel better after it. I know in the long run,
you feel safer and more comfortable.
That's it.
Honest to God, I try to approach almost every relationship I've ever had without a scorecard. I almost never in my mind think like that, because I know exactly what you're saying. Like if I did, it would just make things confrontational and awkward, and like I just honestly I just take it. I mean, and probably people think they're weak if they do that. Like, oh, I have to confront this person. I have to make them know. I have to let them know that I've done more for them. I'm standing up for myself. But I think it's stronger to just be like, look, I'm not taking a scorecard. I'm going to just try to be a good person when I can, if I can. And that's all I can control. You know what I mean? I can't control what they do. I can't control when they do it, how they do it. So I'm just going to approach life with my own mentality and my own approach. And I'm not going to keep a scorecard. And that's probably why I have very little confrontation with people I've had friendships with, because I just try to no matter what, just never keep a scorecard. And like I said, people might think they're weak,
but it's so hard not to do that. It's so hard not to do that.
Well, people think that other people are taking advantage of them, right?
No, you know what it is, but this is also a thing. I'm sorry, but
talking to the mic.
But here's the thing. There's a lot of my friends I've had them almost forever.
Yeah, same, Yeah.
So there's some friends that I know that I didn't come in with a scorecard, and those things have blossomed to great things. But there's some that I've had a scorecard, and sometimes I've tried not to have it, but it's always come back in a way. It's always but how do you throw away that scorecard if you
If you've already started it?
if you already started it, what is your advice to someone to throw that away?
I would just do exactly what you're saying, like metaphorically, just throw that scorecard away, just erase it, like just forget about it. Don't think about it. Don't. And as you continue on your relationship with whomever, stop tallying. Just like don't keep tallying. Don't continue the tally. Don't continue to score. I feel like you sort of answer that yourself. Like you throw that scorecard away. You gotta burn it.
Yeah.
Because even if you keep remnants of it, you know what I mean? You'll always come back to it. And you'll always be like, yeah, but what about that time? And this time I did that, and we did that for you. And
that's true.
So you just got to burn it, basically. And the best way, like you
That's crazy.
said, is just never start one in the first place.
That's so true. That's so true.